Can you imagine leaving a small suburb of Chicago and driving across the country to try to get lucky in the entertainment business? Yeah, neither could I. But that is exactly what David Dobrik did. David Dobrik is from the small town of Vernon Hills, Illinois. He was born in Slovakia and then moved to the U.S. when he turned 5 years old, under DACA. So he's not technically a U.S. citizen, but he's still legally in the U.S. David lived with his 2 parents and his 3 younger siblings, Esther, Sarah, and Toby. When he moved out, he traveled to California with some of his best friends to pursue his career. David got his start by making vines and posting them for the world to see. He then found some good friends that helped kickstart his career. Once he had the entertainment world figured out, David learned how to use his wealth for good. David Dobrik got lucky and became famous on Vine. He then turned his good luck into a career. He had a few Vines go viral and created quite a fan base on the app called Vine, which is where you could post 6-second comedy clips to try to get likes, shares, or comments to gain more fans. David knew school was not for him and hated high school, and he knew he never wanted to go to college. Once he moved out to California, he was only making $1,500 to $2,000 a month on Vine. He could not exactly make ends meet. So, since he did not know what to do, he decided to start YouTube. YouTube was just becoming popular, so not many people really knew what to post or knew what the app was and even knew if they'd like the app. David decided to create his own style of vlogging, and it caught the eye of millions. Most vloggers or video bloggers were posting 20-minute long videos of clips throughout the day, and they were quite boring. And David thought they were boring too. He brainstormed and figured out what he should do that he could not bore his fans and would not bore himself. He decided he was only going to post 4-minute long videos that were full of action and comedy, and there was not any downtime during his videos. It was quick moving and there was always something going on. The videos did not even seem like 4 minutes long. They seemed shorter since so many things were going on. People loved what he was posting. It was different than what the mainstream media had going on, and it worked out in his favor. David now has over 13 million Instagram followers and has over 16 million subscribers across both of his YouTube channels. He's come a long way since Vine. David has found some great friends, and they are the reason why David is able to produce the content that he does, since his videos are so based around what his friends are doing. His core friends have stayed the same since he moved out to California. He has lost a few friends and gained a few friends, but for the past 6 years, they have mostly stayed the same. Liza Koshy, David's now ex-girlfriend, used to be a huge part of the vlogs, and she was the person that brought in many of David's new fans. Jason Nash is now David's partner in crime and is seen with David all the time. Some other core friends in David's life are Jonah Antonian, Natalie Noel, Zayn Hijazi, Heath Hussar, Scotty Sire, Toddy Smith, Jeff Wittick, Alex Burns, and many others that I didn't name. David has also been seen with some big names like Charlie Puth, Madison Beer, Kendall and Kylie Jenner, Jimmy Fallon, and Kevin Hart. Now that David has found his groove and he is able to use his money to help his friends and to help some strangers. He uses his money to make people happy rather than spending it on irresponsible things, which is what you see a lot of mainstream media influencers doing now that are his age. 2 examples of David being very selfless and caring are Heath and Natalie. David gave Heath Hussar his dream car. Heath is one of David's best friends and is one of the guys that helped kickstart David's career in the beginning and gave him lots of the fans that he has. David got him a Lamborghini Huracan, a supercar, and it also happened to be Heath's dream supercar. David got Natalie Noel, his assistant and lifelong hometown best friend, 2 cars while she has been working for him. Her first car she received is a 2018 Mercedes, and it was for her 21st birthday in 2018. Last year, for her 22nd birthday, Natalie got a baby blue Ford Bronco. David knew it was a car she had been wanting for a very long time. David also loves to surprise strangers with amazing things. He met Kevin in a hotel lobby and found out that Kevin's girlfriend was a mother to a 4-year-old, works 3 jobs, goes to college, and has been taking care of her 6 mother. She was stretched so thin and did not have very much money to work with. David wanted her to be able to spend more time at home. He ended up giving her a check for $25,000. David loves to see people's reactions, so that's why he does it. He claims he's selfish because he loves watching people's reactions so much. Throughout David's 6 years of entertaining, he has accomplished many things. David has started his career with Vine and made it into something huge. He made some best friends and decided to start vlogging. Then David decided he wanted to change people's lives with his money and his selfless giving. Overall, David is a great influencer and cares more about people than how many views or likes he gets. He always wants the best for the people around him and is always worried about the people around him rather than himself.